Karelian Empire had long eaten her smaller neighbors. She used the sea, Baltic Sea, to supply her armies with more troops and weapons. The tribes they have been killing have recently organized into a few slightly bigger groups. Will the Karelian defeat the tribes, or will the Karelian finally get defeated after generations of imperial superiority? In the west, the drunken druids reside. In the south, the mountain slavers, while in the east, the Fenno-Ugric, Siberian, and Mongolian tribes. The mountain slavers have been under attack by the tribes of the Nile and the unnamed tribe, probably the Arabs. Uh, the Nelic tribes have also been harassing the western tribes of Berber at the southwestern border of the Nilian people. We have the Zulu Mali Congo Federation. The ZMK have for decades tried to dissipate their foe in the south, but their efforts have been for nothing. The Southerners have perfected their fortresses and are planning on a genocide on the ZMK. Will they enslave the blacks and make the South rise again? No one knows. Yeah, that's the that's the lore thing that I wrote back in who knows when. Um, I wouldn't say it's impressive or anything. It doesn't even include the Japanese and the Chinese people. Um, so it's almost as if I have no uh, no real lore or whatever for this shit. My original idea was to make some kind of a Rome-ish thing with, as I said, as I read in the beginning, they use the sea to give supplies to their troops and shit. That's like basically copying Rome. Well, the Roman Empire. That's basically what the Roman Empire did. Um, yeah. Um, okay. Let's look at the map now. So yeah, we have the Karelian Empire here, the green shit you see. I'll probably zoom in and shit. We'll see. We'll see about that. So we have the Karelian Empire, the green shit here, and around it we have, as the lore stated, we have the Druidian drunkards, or whether or as I called them in the first video, the Druidian pirates. Basically, I basically affiliated them with the Somalian pirates. uh, and okay, and then we have the Fenugreek, Siberian Altaic tribes or whatever. Basically a orange blob that consists of the Finnish people, the Mongols, and the Siberian people. That's basically it, and yeah. Then south of the Karelian Empire, we have these people, the blood red Serbian kind of people, uh, who I tried to make them into like mountain people, and they like the hills and shit. They like them hills, and like they like are defensive or something. I don't know. I tried to make it so that the Nilian people are like trying to like take over them, and they're like resisting in the tribes. I mean the hills. But if you look at the Wiki 2 map, you see that most of this land isn't even hilly. Only like some shit over here in former Hungary and basically all of Anatolia and shit and Caucasia, and the South German mountains, or whatever you will call them, and of course this thing over here in Greece, basically. It's not like I'm posing or anything here. Okay, I mentioned the Nilian tribes, Nilic tribes, Nilian tribes. I don't know. There are these turquoise people. I don't know what that color is. Uh, Toffee colored people, I guess. Uh, Basically, people who like they're kind of like a copy of another kind of civilization I came up with earlier in my life. uh, Probably like 2 years earlier. Uh, it's uh, it's basically like they learn to traverse the seas using their starting point, having the starting point of learning how to sail the Nile. They learn like sailing and shit like that, and they basically use the Mediterranean Sea to capture their neighbors. Woo, capitalism or something. I don't know. So yeah, west of them, northwest of them, we have the Berbers. Well, they're Berbers. I guess they captured the Reconquista. I don't know. I don't know. And south of those people, we have the ZMK, uh, the black people. uh, I tried to make them the same color on the on Wiki 2, but the color was too dark. And the borders, province borders, were basically the same color as the nation. So I found it hard to control the provinces. So I had to make them slightly grayer. Yeah, I the idea was basically that that Zulu is a fun thing to say, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what my point with this nation was. Anyway, south of them, oh, I guess the point was to have like a swarmy kind of nation, you know, and shit. Reenact the Zulu shit that's on film and shit. Anyways, south of them we have the South African thingy. Well, South Africa, SAF is their tag, in case anyone cared. Uh, they uh, they are a thing, and they start with guard technology, but they don't have enough luxury clothes to produce a guard units fast enough and shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to show shit off. Then we have the Arabs. I don't have anything. I haven't figured out any lore for them. Then we have the Chinese. No lore here. And then we have the Japanese. I had a short, I had a discussion with my friend about the Japanese. We had some kind of discussion about like having like old Japanese people and young Japanese people, basically conservatives and reactionaries. I mean, basically progressive. I guess progressives and reactionaries. People, Japanese. Basically, the idea is that Japanese will basically revolutionize the writing system and by like conquering Korean shit, and they'll they'll like basically adopt the Korean writing system that the Koreans have. The Koreans, at least at some point of in history, have had an amazing writing system that is said to being able to, you can basically learn to read it within a day if you're stupid, and within an hour if you're a wise man, is the saying. Um, yeah, and I guess they're gonna start to colonize the Australian thingies here. I'm probably not gonna start them off with all this land. They're gonna have to conquer it probably. Um, we'll see. We'll see how the AI works with that, though. I don't think you can set missions for AI or for nations in Victoria 2, but yeah. Anyway, that's that. About the New World, I might add the Incas and shit like that. Maybe a Caribbean nation or something. I don't know. Uh, I guess I was thinking that the Druids would colonize the New World, something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this boring video where I talk about a mod that I will probably create at some point. If you for some reason want to download this mod, contact me. I won't. Oh well, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably see to it or something. Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.